All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a hump day edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Hope everyone is having a smashing start to their day. LSU, let's see, it is 7:33 Central Time. LSU, boom, wheels up for Omaha, 9 o'clock this morning out of Baton Rouge. So Tigers take off for Omaha today. They will have a workout today at Creighton University. So they'll have a light practice there in Omaha. Some guys that need to get bullpen work in and all that sort of stuff, just like they would on a regular Wednesday of a game week. They'll have a light workout Thursday and Friday, and then boom, go time on Saturday, 6 o'clock Central against Tennessee there at the College World Series. No announcement from Jay Johnson on a pitcher, no surprise at all there, although we're all expecting it's going to be Paul Skeens. The big question is for Tennessee, which direction do they go game one? And I think we're all assuming it's going to be Andrew Lindsey, who has been their Friday night guy, for lack of a better phrase, their opener since mid-April, when they kind of started their turnaround. So Lindsey, Dolander, Beam, Burns, they got dudes. I'll say it again, I'm not terribly worried about Tennessee on Saturday. It's not to say they can't beat LSU. Of course they can, but if you got Paul Skeens going, you feel really good about that. I think my bigger question would be, Tennessee with their depth of arms. If they do come out of a loser's bracket, they've got the pitching to do it. If you face them again later in the tournament, you're probably facing one of those horses that I just mentioned. While LSU would be pretty far down, it's pitching. So, got to win those first two in Omaha. Got to win them. Okay. We'll say some good mornings here. Oh, the other thing I have there in the description, Josh Stevenson hits the portal, as did Jason Bowman. So, was told last week that Stevenson was going to hit the portal. That was a lot of those conversations are had. Just so you know, like the way that works, when guys are, so Stevenson was left off of the postseason travel roster. When you hit postseason, you have to narrow your roster. I think maybe it's 25. Let me see if I find it. Postseason roster is I don't see it right now, and I don't think you'll want me to say. I can't remember how. I think maybe it's 25 or 27 that can travel during the postseason. But anyway, so you have those conversations with some of those guys before the postseason begins, because the portal window opened at the end of May. So like they're not traveling, they're going to hit the portal and start seeking your new destination now. So Stevenson hit the portal. So when you kind of look at it, man, I did this on AFR yesterday, but LSU could lose as many as 20 guys from this team between your guys hitting the portal, your transfers like, your graduates like Dugas, Beloso, Merrifield, the guys who are absolutely going pro, Cruz, Thompson, Morgan, Skeens, Floyd, and then the ones that could sign, Christian Little, Blake Money, all your juniors basically, Little, Money, Napolt, Riley Cooper, Nate Ackenhausen, junior pitchers who could sign. Milazzo and Travinsky are both fourth-year guys who have another year of eligibility, could come back, could choose to go. Grant Taylor is a draft eligible sophomore. We talked about him. Garrett Edwards, being that he had Tommy John, is not going to be available to pitch next year, so it's hard to imagine him coming back. He probably signs and continues his rehab in a farm system. So anyway, the point is, you're going to lose a lot of guys off of this roster. So my assumption here is Jay's probably, knowing Jay Johnson, he's probably already got a pretty good head start here on building that roster for next year. Not just with the freshmen coming in, but with some transfers as well. All right, let's say some good mornings here. See what y'all got. Fire away. Kelly Gross, Jason Truax, what's going on? Trey Fisher, good morning. Trey Potan, Aaron Hornsby. Earl, good morning. 60% chance of rain in Omaha Saturday, Sunday night, and then rain on Sunday. Aaron Hornsby on the way to Omaha. Okay. Safe travels, man. And cheer loudly for them Tigers. Brant Roban, good morning, Scone. Random question, is T-Bob going to Orange Beach next week? If so, would love to catch a game with him. Brant, I don't know where T-Bob's going. I know that his wife's family had planned a vacation for next week. So T-Bob's out. I think he's leaving Saturday and he'll be out through like Wednesday. I think he's back next Thursday maybe. But yeah, but T-Bob is, I don't know where they're going. Becky Herod, good morning. You got it, Earl. Thank you, man. Mark Reynolds, Jacob Picard. Why not save Skeens for the possible game 2 against the number 1 team? Yeah, it's a good question, Jacob. So, and that is kind of the conversation, right? So do you throw Skeens the first game against Tennessee, or do you save him for potential a winner's bracket game, likely against Wake Forest? And that's a very good question. And there's several answers. Number one, if you throw Ty Floyd, there's no guarantee you beat Tennessee. That's first. So if you throw Paul Skeens, there's no guarantee you beat Tennessee. So that's number one. You gotta get to that winner's bracket game against Wake Forest. That's number one. And look at Palmineri did that in 2015. They had Alex Lang, who's the Friday night guy, but he was a freshman, and then they had Jared Poche, who they chose to start in the opener against TCU. And they were thinking save Lang for game 2, a possible game 2, I believe it was against Vanderbilt, who was the number 1 team in the country that year. And they started Poche against TCU. And if you remember that first inning, they threw a couple of balls away and got down and never fully dug their way out of it. So they didn't even get to the winner's bracket game there. So Lang kept them alive with a great performance against Cal State Fullerton, but they bowed out after that. So that's part of the reason. Number one, you're not guaranteed to win that first game. Number two, if you start Skeens, I'm sorry. So it would start to digest a little more, so you didn't leak.
That's the opposite with them. It's going to make it like more, I'm telling you.
No, it's not. I did that for like the last month of the school year. What do I know? I just do it every day. Let's see. Why not save Skeens? Okay, so Skeens. So and then the other reason is if you start Skeens on Saturday, you could conceivably use Paul Skeens 3 times. Now, I don't think this is going to happen. Okay, I'll be very clear. I don't think this is going to happen. But there is a scenario, and Ben McDonald talked about this on AFR 2 days ago. If you start Skeens on Saturday, if you end up playing, you could end up playing again on, let's say you win game 1, you win game 2, and you get to the if necessary elimination game on Thursday to advance to the championship series starting on Saturday. So Skeens could pitch Saturday and then be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, he couldn't pitch on Thursday. I'm pretty sure that Friday is an off day for everybody. And I don't think you're going to throw Skeens on I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Okay, so my bad, math. Okay, I knew I'd done this before in my head. Okay, so let's say hypothetically you throw Skeen Saturday, then he's off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So he's got 4 days off, and then pitches on the 5th day. He could do that, which would be Thursday. That would be the, if necessary, elimination game. Like, you win that game or you don't go to the championship series, like your season is over. So conceivably, you could throw Skeens on that Thursday on 4 days rest. You could do it. Like, that's what they do in the big leagues. You pitch every 5th day. So 4 days rest is enough. He could do it. And then if he pitched Thursday to get you into the championship series, then he would have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then conceivably the if necessary finals game 3 Monday. On 3 days rest, he could give you something. He's not going to give you a full start. He's not going to give you 100 pitches. He's not going to give you 7 innings. But he could conceivably on 3 days rest give you something. If it's 50 pitches, if it's, to start a game and get you 9 outs or something like that. He could conceivably do that. So that's why you start Skeens game 1. You could conceivably get 3 outings out of him. If you held him for game 2, which would be on Monday, and you got to an elimination game on Thursday, then he is not available for you. If he throws Monday, you're not going to give him off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then throw him Thursday in a game to save your season. So for many, many, many reasons, it makes the most sense to start Paul Skeens in game 1. Trivia Carter, Matt Plavidal, Larry Garner, Kevin Neely. Hello. Kevin Neely, one of the OGs, man. Good to see you, Kev. Kevin Neely and I worked together at WIBR, the Capitol's Big Talker, 1300 AM. That was back in 2003, 4, 5, in there. So, hello. Kevin used to always do the Larry King impersonation. Baton Rouge, hello. Neely, hello. Cliff Nelson, good morning. Chewalt 1, Zach Swan, Wendell Norman, Jason H, Nick Newbill, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hunter Broadhead, Matt, good morning. Do the games now count toward Golden Spikes or is it a regular season award? They do not count. So the voting ends, let's see, Golden Spikes, voting. Here you go. The voting ends on. It's not what I want. Not what I want. This is what I want. Okay. Final ballot was sent to the Golden Spikes voters from Wednesday, June 7th to Monday, June 12th. Yeah, so voting's over. Today's June 14th, isn't it? Yeah. So the voting was from June 7th to June 12th. Monday was the last day to cast their votes. So it's over. Cajun Country, good morning. I'm sure we'll have seen Hurd against Kentucky at some point. Is Jay moving him to a starter? I was sure. Well, no, Cajun Country, remember, like you would have seen Hurd if you'd played a game 3, but we talked about it. The only way you were going to throw a guy like Blake Money was if you're up 10, down 10. Well, you were beating Kentucky 14-0 in game 1. And then in game 2, they went from Floyd to Cooper because they went from hard throwing righty, which Hurd is as well, to swooping lefty. And then he went to Guidry out of the bullpen at that point with a lead. So, I think Hurd has shown you he is a starter, but Cajun Country, I'll repeat something that I've said several times, which is you got to remember at this point, it's no longer about roles. Like, you can't think in terms of starter, closer, setup guy, middle relief. It's out getter. Like Gavin Guidry, that was his second longest outing of the year on Saturday. So it's, as long as we can hand you the ball and run you out there and you can keep getting outs, you're going to go get outs. So, one thing that I'm pretty certain of is Skeens is going to start game 1 in Omaha and Ty Floyd's going to start game 2. Other than that, I don't know, because it's all going to depend on the situation, because you literally have to go face every game and every situation like it's your season. So if you have a lead in game 1 against Tennessee after Skeens, whoever is your best arm you feel like is going to get you home, you give that person the ball. And maybe that's Hurd, maybe that's Guidry, maybe that's Cooper, maybe that's Ackenhausen. I'll remind you again, in 2017, the opener, they started Alex Lang and went to Poche out of the bullpen. Went to Poche, then Hess. So that was different then because Omaha was longer. So you had more rest days built in. And they've since, over the last 2 years, shortened it. So the championship series is now Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And they shortened it because it was too long of an event. It basically ran 2 weeks. So they took out a couple of those rest days. And so it makes it a bit more challenging on your pitching staff. But anyway. Thomas Lamont, keep hearing players say Bryce Collins has been to Omaha. Are they talking about Collins? Was he here before? Where was he before LSU? Oh, he was with Jay. He was with Jay at Arizona. Yeah, Bryce Collins and Riley Cooper came over with Jay from Arizona. So they were on his Omaha team before he came here. Matt Plavidal, Matt, do you like the Air Monarchs as far as comfort goes? Need some new postal shoes, and asking about different shoes. I don't know that I've had Air Monarchs, Matt. Right now I'm wearing the Jordan 11s, the Comfort Lows, and those are as comfortable as shoes as I've ever worn. Now, they're basketball shoes, but they are incredibly comfortable. Mike the Tiger, 2023 National Champs. Let's see. 2024 SEC schedule released tonight. I have LSU hosting Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas, Vanderbilt, traveling to Arkansas, Florida, South Carolina, Texas, 1939. Okay. Tiger Diver, what's going on? Kobe Walker, Brad David. Why are so few 104.5 hosts going to Omaha? Is it because of the costs? That's part of it, Brad. It's a very costly thing. So there's a few things. Cost is part of it because you have to have flight, airfare, hotel, food, all that stuff for as long as you're there. Number 2 is you don't know how long LSU is going to be there. So you don't necessarily know how to budget because you don't know how long they're going to be there. That's number 2. Number 3, because of game times, it doesn't necessarily make sense. I've said this before. Like, LSU could end up playing games at 1 o'clock, and LSU could end up playing games at 1 o'clock, and I'd be on air during the show. Or during the game. Hunt would be on air during the game. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then I mentioned T-Bob's going on his family vacation, so he wasn't even available to go to Omaha. So, it for a lot of reasons, Jimmy and Charles going just made the most sense. Gregory Gordy, Brian Wynn, y'all smash the like button if you would. Subscribe up to the channel. We appreciate you for being there. Antron Hemingway, good morning. Let's see, what time is first pitch? 6 o'clock Saturday. Trivia card, would up be rock? Let's see. Matt, how do you think Wake Forest handles spotlight on a bigger stage in Omaha? Brian, it's a good question, man. I think Wake Forest is a really good team. Bye, babe. I think Wake Forest is a really good team. I always wonder about teams that have never been there, that have expectation, and especially when you play in a league like the ACC, which was not very good this year. I know historically the ACC has had really good programs. Miami historically has been good. Clemson has been a good program. Florida State. There have been good programs. This was not a good year for the ACC. So Florida State was atrocious. Miami snuck in to host a regional. Clemson snuck in to host a regional. Wake was the best team, but it was just not a great year, top to bottom, in that league. So, when you haven't been pushed, when you haven't, gone week in and week out in front of 8,000-10,000 fans, how does it go? I mean, I think that's a very, very real question that Wake's going to have to answer. Gregory Gordy, happy National Bourbon Day. Yeah, so by the way, tonight at Oliver Twist for Scone and Tea, they're doing half off any pour on the back bar. You want to come drink Pappy tonight? You can drink it half off during the show. So come hang out for a Scone and Tea tonight. And at Oliver Twist, again, National Bourbon Day, half off every pour. Which is pretty incredible. Boondocking and rockin', Matt, any chance of tornado delays in Omaha? Seen them before. Juan, what's a song that when you hear it, you think of the College World Series in Omaha? Todd T, Back Home in Omaha. Or Counting Crows, Omaha. LaShawna, what's going on? Go Dylan Cruz. Reed Rule, good morning. Would you consider getting Kling earlier into the game for his speed in the outfield? No, because he's just too big of a strikeout risk. I want Pearson in there. Brian said, Matt, how does the bigger field Charles Schwab hurt the Tigers' offense so the home runs at the box turn into loud outs in Omaha? So that's a good question, and the answer is it used to, but you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to do this today on AFR. I'm going to go dig up the Big Ten tournament stats and illustrate the difference in the power numbers now as opposed to the last time LSU, back in 2013 when LSU was in Omaha. It's dramatically different. The park isn't that much bigger than the box. I believe Schwab is 340 to the lines, where the box is 330, and it's 408 to center, where the box is 405. So it's actually kind of comparable. It just plays much bigger. It's in downtown. There isn't a big wind tunnel. Like whenever you would, Rosenblatt was a launching pad because Rosenblatt was built up on a hill. It was built up on a hill and the wind blew out, and it was just whenever, when the wind would start blowing, man, and with those rocket launcher bats in the 90s, the ball just flew out of there. And so for a lot of reasons this is different, but when since they've lowered the seams on the baseball and obviously changed the bats again, like this keep in mind, I'm going to say, I need to verbalize this while we're having this conversation. In the Super Regional round, they broke the record for most home runs in a season in college baseball, collectively across all of college baseball. More than the rocket launcher bat days. Like, there's never been a year in college baseball where there were more home runs hit than this season. So, not even the 90s, Gorilla Ball days. So, I think it's important to notice that, yeah, it's still a different park than Rosenblatt was, but it's going to play much differently than it did back when LSU was there last. Hey, Liv, come on. Come say hi. Liv's here. We're going to St. Lillian.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jay. You keep coming over to my house.
I know.
Good night.
Your morning visit.
Don't you see the
What?
I don't want to get the camera here. All right. Okay, sit.
What did you say? Oh, you said
She didn't
what?
want me to see.
Hey, did you take pictures at the Janeway?
I forgot to take a picture of the generator. I'm sorry. I'll do it today, I promise. Okay, we got a new generator at work.
Oh.
A big,
yeah,
for the whole building generator.
Picture worthy.
Yes.
It's huge.
She wanted to see. I forgot to. I'm sorry. I wish it was blue. It's red.
Say remind him.
Yeah.
She did. She just
Yeah,
did.
you have to remind him. Okay, well, have a great day.
You
Tell her
too.
bye.
I love
Bye,
you.
Mom.
I love you.
Love you.
Mwah.
You gonna blow her kiss?
Okay.
Well, that was sweet. Bye, Jay.
Thank you, Matt.
Sure.
Drew's still sleeping.
Drew's still sleeping. Look, we got 2 minutes left in the show.
Okay.
We got 2 minutes because we got to stop at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to wake up Drew and then we can get rolling, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we got to hurry. But I'm sure everybody's going to say hello. Jason H. said, Matt, don't do it. Those are the old man Nikes. I don't know, Jason. I love them. Nike 11s, the Comfort Lows. I love them. They're comfortable. I got the cherry, patent leather cherry red. I love them. I'm wearing them. Kirk said, how you doing, Liv?
How doing, Clark?
Hey, there's my dad, Mr. Jody. Said, hey, Liv.
Hi, Mr. Jody.
Let's see. Who else is over here telling you hi? Let's see. Tim Gotro said, good morning.
Good morning.
Gregory Gordy said, Olivia, I like your blue shirt.
Thank you.
Do you like blue shirts?
Yes.
Mike the Tiger, 2023 national champ, said, hey, Olivia.
Hey, Mike the Tiger.
Leon Williams said, hi, Liv.
Hi.
Gregory Gordy said, hi, Olivia.
Hi, Greggy Goldie.
Let's see. Who else do we have? Morning, Matt. Thanks for not abusing me too bad when you cashed my receipt. Michael, I don't even remember who was on there, man. I was just going through searching key terms and just retweet them all, man. It was too much fun. Jason H said, the new co-host, Olivia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Anthony Court said, now it's a party. The show just went up a notch.
Yay.
Antron Hemingway said, hi, Olivia.
Hi.
Let's see. And Juan said, good morning, Olivia.
Good morning.
Make sure Matt doesn't forget the generator picture.
Get the gym.
I know I need to get the generator picture, huh? Earl said, hey, Liv, and put a little heart.
Hi.
And Angela Tompkins said, hi, Liv. Have a great day.
Hi.
Becky said, good morning, Liv.
Good morning.
Everybody loves you. Everybody's so excited when they see you here.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
I just excited to say good morning, Drew.
You want to go say good morning, Drew? Okay, we're going to do that. Well, it's 8 o'clock, so we got to wrap up the show now. So we're going to tell everybody, remember, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Restored Motions and ProCharge EV. A lot of great businesses, great companies, great people. LSU Daily is live, so you can check that out however you get your podcasts. I am going to do TV this morning on the Clay Young Show, which will air on Friday. Got a day full of meetings. Wednesday is just meetings, stacked all with meetings. And AFR at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell everybody bye?
Bye.
All right, have a great day.
You too. I go see baby Drew.
All right, let's go see baby Drew.
Drew, wake up.
Drew, wake up.